Greetings, IndyCar enjoyers, and welcome to the first part of Indy Month, everyone. And we're going to the Indy Roval. The CEO of Sonsio gave off the command to start their engines, and it's cool that he made a guest appearance in the race itself. Also, Kiffin Simpson has issues before the race went underway. Jeez. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem for Chip Ganassi Racing having one of their drivers fail and having one of their drivers dominate nearly the entire schedule. Yeah, like, consistency, everyone. You have one driver nearly dominating the series, and then you have another driver that is a backmarker. Yeah, Chip Ganassi Racing is a good team, but, well, they need some consistency with their teammates. This is also the first race where each team gets 2 compounds each. This is great as it creates more strategy. Well, Joseph also had to go to the rear of the field, well, due to an unapproved adjustment or something. But anyways, the Indy GP begins with Alex Palou leading and getting passed by Graham Rahal. Holy crapper, the tables just turned. Scotty Mack also passes Christian Lundgaard, and Lundgaard has another Penske driver behind him. Graham continues to have a surprise lead, while Colton Herta has issues. Illett also gets bumped and spins out. Colton Herta also goes a lap down. Lots of actions going on so far, and people thought that the racing product of IndyCar wasn't that great. Yeah, right. The Indy GP proves that IndyCar can still be exciting no matter what. Another driver has issues, and it's Ericsson. Man, drivers cannot catch a break here. Santino Ferrucci has also lost 3 positions. And we see a battle in the back with Joseph Newgarden and David Malukas. He even tries to get past Stingray Robb, which he does, but Robb won't go down without a fight. Rinus VeeKay also start moving up for the field. So far, not much has happened in the RL show, aside from, well, the 3 RL drivers taking up 3 top 5 positions. Rinus VeeKay becomes the first driver to pit in for fresh tires. Marcus Ericsson also DNFs due to engine issues. 1 lap later, Santino Ferrucci makes a pit stop. Pato O'Ward also overtakes Louis Foster and is now in 5th. Things aren't looking good for Palou as Devin Francisco starts running him down. More drivers pit in and Alex Palou falls down to 5th due to a pit stop. RLL is now 1-2. Scotty Mack is now in 2nd as Devlin decides to make a pit stop. And Pato also joins in. Contact ensues as Lundgaard and Foster battle for position. Graham also makes a quick pit stop and manages to fend off Alex Palou even when he had to deal with a longer pit lane. He does have to deal with cold tires though. Here we go. Palou and Rahal battle for the lead. Rahal's teammate is down in 4th and another driver spins out. Thankfully no caution flag is thrown, but it still costs Felix a lot of track position. Palou and Rahal continue their intense battle for the lead. Dixon also moves up, but is still in 10th. Holy crap, Scotty Mack is in 3rd, and he has joined the chat. It's a 3-way battle now. Scotty Mack is trying his best to run down Alex Palou. Speaking of which, Joseph Newgarden is also trying to run down Marcus Armstrong. Marcus gets caught in lap traffic. Jacob Abel is becoming an issue for Graham Rahal due to the fact that he has to try to stay on the lead lap as IndyCar rules state that you have every right to defend on the lead lap. So yeah, Abel is doing a Mazepin on Graham. Scotty Mack also decides to pit in while Rahal continues to deal with Abel. And Lundgaard also gets penalized. Both Palou and Rahal come down to pit road. It all comes down to the race off pit road. Rahal manages to win the race off pit road. Usually you don't see races off pit roads in the IndyCar Series. Yeah, that's rare for the IndyCar Series, by the way. You see it in NASCAR a lot, but not in IndyCar. Marcus Armstrong is leading, and Alex Palou now has a lapped car to deal with. This time, it's Colton Herta. Oh man, it seems that Palou is now in a similar situation to Rahal before he pitted in alongside the other driver. And Colton also overtakes Rahal and manages to unlap himself. Luckily, Rahal has a 1.5 second lead gap. Pato O'Ward gets past Jacob Abel, which is something that Graham can't do. Alex Palou overtakes Graham Rahal, and there goes Graham Rahal's chances to win. Dang it! Graham finally gets past Colton Herta, but he did it after he got passed by Palou. Rahal now comes down to pit road and gets fresh tires. Scotty Mack now pits in. Alex Palou eventually pits in on lap 65 and Will Power joins him. Yeah, you'd expect Power to pit a lap later, but it's due to strategy. Pato Ward is now in second. Just like that, caution comes out, and guess who caused it? Yep, it's David Malukas. Man, I feel bad for him. He was looking good until he had issues. Yeah, so my condolences to David Malukas, as I really like him. He has a YouTube channel and he gained a following. I just hope he does better on the Indy 500, because I want him to do well. I mean, he's got a YouTube channel after all. Because of the sun caution, Alex Palou's huge lead gap evaporates. Herta is also out of the race. The race restarts with a battle for the lead. Palou defends while his teammate Dixon passes Rahal for 5th. Santino Ferrucci also locks up. Scotty Mack also gets past Dixon for 4th and makes one heck of a move. Alex Palou continues to get a huge lead gap even with a caution being thrown. Holy crap, Felix Rosenqvist gets past Joseph Newgarden. Rosenqvist and Foster have an intense battle in the back. Rosenqvist manages to get past Foster while Palou continues his historic streak. Just like that, Palou wins his 4th race of 2025 and his back-to-back victory at the Indy Roval. Keep in mind, the Indy GP is not on the same level as the Indy 500. Next week, we have our first oval race, and Palou is not known to do well on ovals. Yeah, like, he's spectacular on road courses, don't get me wrong. Alex Palou is an excellent driver. He's like Zanardi levels of great. Yeah, he's up there with Alex Zanardi and being one of the best IndyCar drivers of all time, but one thing that they seem to share is their weakness on ovals. Because I do know that Alex Palou is not that great on oval tracks. And his results of last year definitely showed. Yeah, complain about Palou being dominant all you want. Even though Zanardi dominated kart to 1997 and 1998, and the red cars also dominated in the 2000s era of the IndyCar Series. So yeah, they've always been known for dominance. That's what they're known for, so I want you guys to, well, embrace Alex Palou's victory, as it is pretty much tradition to have a dominant IndyCar driver. But anyways, we'll be returning to the Indianapolis with the greatest spectacle in racing, and with 2 other races to go with it, cause we have the triple weekend coming up in 2 weeks. But for now, we have the Kansas NASCAR Cup Series race coming up. Here are the other 3 Alex Palou victories if you want to see them. Well, the other 3 victories they had in 2025 so far. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case you haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time, and see you in Kansas.